Cute. So I just had in mind reading through my weekly newsletters, and I saw this interesting article about micro trends
Mm,
possibly losing their magic. Greater words just haven't been spoken. You know
yeah,
what I mean? Like we have kind of reached a fever pitch on trend mania, if you will. Like
right.
we've kind of
Everything's a
seen
trend.
everything's a trend, and the way that trends used to materialize back in the day, like they kind of just don't even really have that sort of shelf life anymore. Like
Right,
we
right.
saw that whole conversation about
Like,
luxury,
oh, that
quiet
one, yes.
luxury. Quiet luxury didn't even really stand a chance. Like all the
Right.
brands really doubled down on the aesthetic and sent it
Mhm,
down their runways at a season or two ago in Fashion Week,
right.
and now it's crickets for that.
Cricket.
Um, the mob wife aesthetic
Yep,
and
yep.
all the other cultural appropriation the girls and the influencers are out there doing. Like, you know how they like to remix something that already exists. But
Oh,
nonetheless, the girls are out here saying they're tired of that.
tired of it.
What about you? Do you have thoughts? Are you a trend girl?
I'm not really a trend girl. I mean, you see I got the thrifted on.
Yeah.
Um, some trends obviously you might speak to you more than others, but I think most recently we talked about this, in one of our previous episodes with the mob wife aesthetic. It's just like y'all put names and titles on things that have been around for years, and now you're trying to recreate it and stamp it as something other than what it is, and it takes away from, you
Yeah.
know, what it means to certain cultures. And so that's my issue.
Ooh, the girls can't even keep up because every week, once
Right.
somebody finally gets their check to go out and get the costume, y'all done switched it up on them.
Honey, yes, and it's also that too. It's we live in this world of instant gratification, and so obviously everything is so fast, and people, everything changes, and the trends are changing. It's like, how do you keep up? Like
Yeah.
fashion brands have been talking about this for years now. Like how do you
Yeah.
just keep up with the trends and the ever evolving consumers? So yeah,
Yeah.
it's
I like to think that my girls and my clients are, ahead of the curve and y'all are. But I do think that they speak for just the current temperature. Like they want timeless quality pieces that they can invest in that holds their value for a substantial amount of time, that can transition into and out of all of their different occasions and necessaries, and
yeah,
just something that's practical while also giving, that unique personal twist. But the thing about personal style that trends want to get you away from is that they do have, like, they last. They last a while. And we're not saying
right.
that there are girls who don't switch it up or don't change or try things that are new, but girls also like have a style and enjoy committing to it, men and women.
Right.
Like that's their thing. This is what speaks for me. This is how I look. This is what I
Right.
want to present. And it's not gimmicky. Let me go get those big old boat shoes from that brand all the kids are talking about on
Literally.
TikTok.
Yeah, and like, for me, I think it's more like yes to all of that. And if it's something that I like of a specific trend, maybe I integrate that into my personal
Exactly. If
style.
that's your
But
thing.
how taxing is it to have to almost recreate your closet every time a new trend comes out? Like, I just think that that's one, that's insane.
Mm.
Does that really mean that, no shade, but do you really have style if you have to, constantly change with the trend, or
I
you're
don't think
keeping
that's style.
one
I'm going to go out
pins?
on the limb and answer that for you. I don't think that's style. I think that that is you keeping up with
The trend.
templates and
Yeah.
not wanting to out on it.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
I think that that is conditioning, definite training. It's like a distraction from you getting to know yourself
Yeah,
actually.
and know your style. I think that's the whole
But know
beauty of
yourself,
it.
right?
Yeah, know
Like
your
your style is the outward expression, extension of yourself. It's to where you are currently, what your life journey has brought you to this point. Like this is the person that
or
you are,
even who you aspire to be.
or who you aspire to be. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
ultimately that person becomes you, right? Because you can see you're embodying that vision. Oh, there's just one of my clients, you guys. But she's like, oh, I'm just so proud. I'm just like a proud auntie. Get it, girl. But yes, you're embodying your vision and you're setting that tone. And, you know, Balenciaga can't always tell you what that girl was wearing.
Okay. Okay, never
She
mind.
used to though,
Listen,
but let's
I was gonna
not
say mm,
we're not gonna do that
not
tonight.
today.
Mm-mm,
No,
we're gonna get into the
no.
side notes.
Okay, yes. Tell us about those side notes, girl.